and it's Ann. Today we are taking a look at a brand spanking new deck. It's not even been released yet on Amazon. It's called Oracle of Destiny, and a big shout out to US Games for sending this out to me to review. It's published by US Games, and it is a palmistry deck. It's an ancient esoteric tradition practiced around the world. Interest in palmistry and Shiro Sophie derives from the fascinating idea that the physical body carries signs of the soul that can be interpreted to reveal profound aspects of the individual. With contemporary pop art illustrations, Oracle of Destiny combines evocative symbols, archetypal references, and elements of astrology in a dynamic method that offers personal insights and divinatory messages. Includes 50 cards and 128 guidebook. All right, there's a few pictures of the cards. It's in one of these hard case box where you just slide out, the top slides out, and it's the author is Azzurra D'Agostino, and the illustration is by Paola Vecchi. All right, so hopefully I didn't butcher their names too bad. Hard case box, and can't hardly see the inside. It's all black, or dark blue, I should say. See, dark blue. All right, it does come with a nice, very informative guidebook on palmistry, and I skimmed it really quick, and we'll take a look more in depth with the guidebook for those interested after we look at the cards. Very well presentation, nicely packaged. So it's a box within a box. So the box lay on top of this. This is cardboard to prop it up, and this whole bottom slides in to the top. And they do have this thumb hole cut out to make it easy to slide out. So that's a nice touch. You know, because sometimes you're trying to pull it out, or you don't really have a place to pull, but here you do. And I just noticed that actually. That makes it very easy. Nice touch, good attention to detail. Whoever created that, thumbs up. And then the cards are inside that hard box in a soft tuck hot pink box. So let's open it up. And then inside the cards are bind with plastic all around. I took it out of the plastic because I didn't want to struggle with it on camera. So very, very well packaged. I'm happy with it. So it was not damaged in any way. Very nice. And here are the backs. Very colorful. Not reversible. Well, actually, it is reversible. It is reversible, not that it really matters since it's an oracle deck, but it is reversible. And the sides are not gilded. It's papery, but it's not like thin. There is a core in it. It is flexible, bendable, good for riffle shuffling. It is matte. And comparing it to a plaidback tarot, it's a little taller and a little wider, but not by too much. And then comparing it to a Hay House Angel Oracle card, it's about the same size. It's just skinnier than the Oracle card. All right, so for those who are interested in palmistry, meaning reading the palm of your hand, you may be interested in this deck, or if you're interested in learning. But even if you're not into palmistry, this makes a very good, you can do divination because it has very good key words to use as a clarifier deck. All right, so let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit more and take a look at it. We have flexibility. And they explain, and I'll go over the guidebook, but the guidebook explain a little bit about palmistry, and basically they divide the hand into 4 quadrants. So there is a vertical line that goes straight down. So this side where the thumb and index finger is, they call that the outer side. So that's everything on this side represents your aggressive side or your outgoing side. Everything to the left of this, like your ring finger and pinky, this is all considered the inside. All right, your more introvert side. And then your middle finger is the line that divides your hand in half vertically. And then they also divide it horizontally right underneath these mounds. These are called mounds. See, I learned this from the guidebook so far. And then we have the top half, which are your fingers, which is more the aggressive or the outer. And then the bottom half of your hand, your palm, is considered more the quote-unquote passive. So your hand's divided up into 4 quadrants, and that's what they look at. All right, so I thought I'll take a second or two to tell you that, because as we're going through this, it's all about the hands and the palm and palmistry. That may help. And then like flexibility on your fingers, they look how far back can you bend it. The further back you can bend your fingers, the more flexible you are. So I don't know if this is considered a lot or a little. I don't know. But, you know, if you can push your fingers all the way back, you're considered to be a more flexible, open-minded person. All right? But we'll go through the guidebook more, as I mentioned. But starting out, and I believe the cards are in order based on, you know, the hand position, you know, from outer, inner to outer, whatever. And you can see the cards are borderless, and then there's the keyword. So even if you're not interested in palmistry, the keywords are very good. Flexibility. Cardstock is nice. It feels thick. Humidity. So that has to do with the temperature of your hand. You know how sometimes when you get nervous, you get sweaty hand, the moisture in your hand, you're sweaty, and then on the other extreme, your hand can be dry, and that means something as well. So this is talking about humidity. And then aridity, so that's about the dryness. You can see the desert here. Even if you don't understand what it means, see the humidity, it has the fish and the water. Aridity, it has this lizard in the desert. And then the hardness, so your hand, is it hard, is it soft? Of course, it talks about your profession, what you do, you know, so the hardness. And then the color, they look at the color of your hands as well. Nails, they look at your nails and the shape of the nails and all that. All right. And then now we go into the elements. We have fire. We have earth. We have air. And water. Then we have roots, trunk, branches, and then we go into the planets. So we have Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Apollo, Mercury, Mount of Venus, Mount of Luna, that's the moon, life. We've all heard of the lifeline, or at least I have. Heart. So they kind of show you where it is based on the picture. Head, rationality. Head, harmony. Head, dream. Destiny. Destiny couple, destiny absence, plane of Mars, ring of Solomon, monkey, this is interesting, intuition, Milky Way, bracelet. It says they look at your jewelry as well, because that makes a difference as well. Sun, time, girdle of Venus, influences, affections, journeys, concerns. I would be concerned too if I have a sword stabbed through the palm of my hand. Chains, square, star, grill, dot, mystic cross, loop, arch, and whorl, W-H-A-R-L, it looks like. And here are the backs one more time. Let's take a look at the guidebook. A little harder cover. So here is the table of contents, so you can look it up easily. It's in order of what the cards order we just looked at. Oracles of Destiny and Palmistry. So I did skim through this. This is the part that I read. Cute two birds. How to read hands, some general information. And it talks a little bit about it. The hand is like a map of our inner world and our relationship to the outer world. It's simple in its simplest approach. It appears to be composed of 4 zones. That's the zone that I was telling you about. Let us imagine dividing the hand vertically with a line that turns along the axis of the middle finger and divides the base of the palm in half. One half contains the thumb and index finger. This is the outer part. So basically this is what I read and what I just mentioned to you guys, which is related to the extroverted side of a person, ambitions, willpower, and the ability to be dominant. The other half will contain the ring finger and pinky. This is the inner part, the inner world of emotions and energy directed to the depths of our soul. The middle finger, called the Saturn finger, is the bridge between the two worlds where they meet or collide in a constant search. In a constant search for balance. And then it talks about how you draw the imaginary horizontal line right here, which is what I already explained. So the fingers is the top half and then your palms the bottom half. So I'm not going to take the time to read that, but that just, give you an idea how to use this deck. And then they tell you the 3 readings from the deck. They tell you the 3 ways you can use the deck. One is as an inspirational card. One is card of the day, and then one as like a spread. Yesterday, today, tomorrow. Kind of like past, present, future in a 3-card reading. And then it goes into the cards. You do get a color picture of the card, along with the title of the card, aspect of the hand, and it explains here. Flexibility of the fingers, ability to flex backwards correspond generally to how open one is. That's what I was just telling you about. How far your fingers can go back represents flexibility and openness. And then each card has a divinatory meaning. So don't shy away from new ideas. Don't be afraid of adventure. Of course, we are alarmed by the unknown because it asks us to question our sense of certainty. Live this openness as a gift without letting it overwhelm you. Being curious does not mean you don't love your own point of view. So it goes to through each one. All right. So if you always wanted to learn palmistry, but you didn't get a chance to, or you were intimidated or shy away from it, or it seems complicated, which is the reason why I didn't. It seems complicated because at the Metaphysical New Age store locally where I did readings in person on the weekends years back, there was a guy who read palms. And it just seems very complicated to me. So I never got into it, but I was interested. It's very interesting. So this book actually breaks it down and makes it simple and easy, just to give you an idea, a gist, you know, so you know a little bit. And if you're not interested in the palmistry aspect of it, it does, like I say, still make a good divinatory deck, and it has good keywords to use as clarifier deck. And then it has about the creators in the back, and then there's a blank page with line for notes, and that's it. Brand spanking new, just released. Thank you very much. Again, US Games for sending this out to me. Very different and unusual deck to add to my collection. So I will definitely be working with it more and see how it reads. I'm running out of space. See how it reads. All right, you guys. So I hope you found that interesting. As usual, I will put the links in the description underneath the video. So if you're excited and you can't wait to get it, you can get it on US Games right now. I believe US Games currently is running a sale. So it's a good deal if you can't wait for it to come onto Amazon. But I will put both links underneath the video in the description for those that are interested and wanting to read more about it or check it out or wanting to buy it. But yeah, US Games has a 20% off sales going on right now. So check it out. All right, thanks for watching again, and I will catch you again on the next video. Bye.